Well, there's been a lot of sports writers flapping their yaps about us getting soft.
Stepping on your own dick.
Doing the thing here.
What? This is where men are men and the boys stay on the side and watch what's going on.
What?
In the world of wrestling, the fans can react however they want.
And there is no one that does it better.
Getting color commentary.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Let's fucking go.
True or false? Milk, lemonade. Around the corner, fudge is made.
Yes, that would be true.
Okay, sorry. I apologize. The red was clicking, and you know it was. You know why I wasn't talking.
Yeah, it was being weird.
Like that. Like it just did it again. Do you even know how to do a show, bro? Yeah, this is how we open this. Welcome to the dark times, people. And by the dark times, America. Fuck yeah. Welcome to this week's episode of Getting Color Commentary. And that's all we're going to talk about on that topic.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yes. Ugh. I am Father Lloyd. Sitting next to me is the beautiful... Wait a second. That's not Derrick. That's...
That is...
They don't talk, so if you hear anything, they'll get there. The beautiful one, the six-string samurai, one Mr. Derrick Harbert, could not be with us tonight. He is on assignment with COVID once again.
Yes. Continuing his COVID research.
Yes, very, very much so. Sitting across from me, the man who twists the knobs, does the things, one Aaron BT Silty. The BT this week stands for Button Toucher.
I feel like we've done Button Toucher.
I don't think we have.
Yeah.
Look, don't question me when I do this.
Let us know in the comments.
Yes, let us know if we've done Button Toucher. Maybe we've done Butt Toucher or
probably
something,
yeah.
but I know.
But yes. No, we've done Butt Tickler.
Oh. Well, it's going to be Button Turner.
Button Turner.
Because, I mean, you kind of turn... Those are like buttons, I guess, you know.
Yeah. I got to click on them.
Like that Adam Sandler movie, Click.
Never seen it.
I haven't either, actually.
There are a lot of Adam Sandler movies that I have not seen.
Look, the only ones you need to watch... The only one you need to watch is Billy Madison.
I mean...
Everything else is secondary. I don't give a fuck. Everyone loves Happy Gilmore and thinks like that's the pinnacle. It's not. It's Billy Madison. Fight me.
My favorite fucking one of his movies is...
Spanglish?
No. I feel like it's kind of like off a lot of people's radar.
Okay, go ahead.
Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love is a really good fucking
movie. It is a really good movie.
And I mean, it's like the one Adam Sandler movie that's not an Adam Sandler movie. It's like,
yeah. Well, I still haven't seen the
Jewel movie. I haven't either, actually.
I got spoiled on it, so I know how it ends. I still want to see it. I've heard really good things of just like the movie is like perfectly crafted.
What is that movie called? Something Gems?
Uncut Gems.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, MYHOLE.
We're gonna need to turn the gain up on her mic, so it's just all the way fucking up, so that it just picks it up over there.
Yeah, no, it's like a like crafted perfectly to create anxiety within the viewer, and
so it's like Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, at least that's what I've heard from people.
This is where Derrick would go ass to ass. Just want to throw that out there. Because if he didn't, I would have.
Dude, that is one of the creepiest. Like recently, I pulled.
I swear we're gonna start talking about wrestling in a minute, folks.
Recently, I pulled that soundbite for one of our episodes, and like it like, you know, I just grabbed that little scene, and it's just like, oh man, I forgot just how fucking dirty and creepy this whole scene is.
So what are we gonna do now?
Ass to ass.
Also, let us know your favorite Adam Sandler movie down in the comments below.
Yeah.
And if the answer's not Billy Madison, go fuck yourself. All right, let's just, I guess, get into some news stuff.
Yeah, sure. What's the first news bit you want to talk about?
Well, we can talk about the Lucha Brothers and where they're signed. But we know.
Oh, I mean, well, yeah, we know one's in bondage.
Right.
The others having a great time.
You are correct. And, this isn't actually what I was going to start with, but actually they did pull all of Ray Fenix's merch from AEW.
Oh, wow.
Basically, they're writing him off. They're done.
Yeah, well, and while they're not using him, he can't make any money from selling merch.
Fair.
That kind of sucks.
I don't know. I have no idea what kind of fucking business they're running.
I mean,
at this point, man. We're 5 years into this experiment, and as someone who is more stoked for this than anybody,
dude, Tony Khan has proven over and over again that he needs to be the guy behind the scenes, giving money to people running the show.
And I mean, that's what we say, and obviously we don't have the money and we're not running the show.
No.
Maybe he's doing the best fucking job in the world and we just don't see it.
I mean, maybe everybody else is just making these mistakes.
No, and then here's where I do want to bring up. Apparently, there are a lot of people, and obviously the Penta going over to WWE and being as well received as it has been.
Yes. There have been quite a few people going over to WWE.
There, as of right now, we know Malakai Black is done with AEW.
At least, yeah, that's...
His contract isn't up, but they're not putting him on TV. It expires soon.
Soon, yeah.
WWE already wants him, which is another thing. There's already talk, obviously, Ray Fenix will be going there once his contract is up.
I'm sure.
Ricky Starks.
Yeah, he wants to get the fuck out of there.
As well as Miro, apparently, is a new addition to that list where they're not doing
Hasn't he wanted to get the fuck out of there?
Sure. And
it's been kind of off and on.
They never did anything with him.
Yeah,
Rusev was the hottest thing fucking going.
Rusev Day.
I love Rusev Day.
Yeah. Didn't he fucking get to come out WrestleMania with a tank?
Yes.
That's pretty baller.
That is baller. Apparently him and Lana did the dirty in the tank also. Or so they say.
Huh. That sounds cramped.
I mean, you do what you got to do. It's mom spaghetti. One chance.
Sure. I'm sure he got it all over his sweater.
His palms were probably sweaty too. But yeah, we know people are... Britt Baker right now is another one this week. They're like, well, we're doing nothing with Britt. And apparently people are like, oh, she's hard to work with and this and that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things. I also heard that... who was it? It was something Insider or something like that. I can't remember the outlet that it came from. So many different. But I heard that when this news came out, she was unaware of it. At least supposedly, she was surprised at this.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Britt Baker.
Okay,
but who knows if that's legit or not. But yeah, from what I've heard, it's like a straw that broke the camel's back of just lots and lots of little difficulties, and supposedly Tony Khan's just I'm fucking over it.
Why care about Britt Baker when you spent $12 million on fucking Mercedes Moné?
I mean, fair.
It's that fucking simple.
Yeah. I want to know, how, is she just how is she hard to work with? Is she just disagreeable? Not willing to take other people's ideas into account, or
Don't know. We'll do a segment next week on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and what her actual problems are with, or what people have the problems with.
Wait, how are we gonna figure that out?
I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Ooh, I forgot to talk about the other thing.
You got a guy.
I got a guy. Here's a little... That's what made me... I forgot I was going to talk about the Kerry King thing.
Oh, yeah.
When I was on assignment the other night.
Yes.
I had to make sure that I asked my close personal friend, Kerry King from Slayer.
Yes. Legit.
We're acquaintances.
Well, I mean...
We are acquaintances.
You were in the same room with the man. You had a conversation.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Again, he I'll just say this, and he should, because I'm Father fucking Lloyd. He knows who I am.
Sure.
He doesn't remember my name every time he sees me, but he knows. Oh, hey, I know you.
Yeah.
I mean, close personal friends. Of course, he knows me.
Yeah.
I did ask.
Made that list.
I did ask him. I was like, hey, so I know you just did the new Damian Priest theme for WWE.
Yeah.
He's like, how was that? And so he tells me, he's like, yeah, he's like, I really didn't do anything. It's like, I put a track over. He's like, I couldn't use my A guitar, so I used my B guitar.
I don't understand what that means.
Don't worry about it.
What the fuck does that mean? Like, what do you mean you couldn't use your A guitar?
I
like, you didn't have it?
I don't know. Apparently, he didn't like the mix. He said that the guitar parts are buried super, super low.
I mean, the song does kind of suck. Like, well, it's hard to tell what the fuck's happening.
All it was his old song, and then Kerry just put some solos over it and whatnot.
Well, yeah, and then fucking Damian Priest's, like, vocals, like, suck.
I also did ask him, like, hey man, do you get paid because his finishing move is called South of Heaven? I was like, do you get a percentage on that?
Oh, there's no way.
You fucking should. I mean, it's blatant.
I mean,
like, it's blatant to like I love Corey Graves. We'll get to Corey Graves here in a minute or two.
I mean,
always says the dumbest fucking metal shit. Oh, by the way, we're gonna try and keep this completely metal free since Derrick's not here, and I'm still trying to save Grace for that show that I don't remember recording. Speaking of not remembering recording, let's get the shots of my Lord out of the way.
Oh God. Oh, to Derrick.
To Derrick, yes, who would be here drinking this Malort with us.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
There will come a day.
Oh, the barrel age is so much better.
It's really not.
It is. I don't know.
Well, here, since we got this taste in our mouth, let's get this one out of the way. Because I have to mention this fucking asshole. As you know, here on the show, I'm your finger on the pulse to let you know what wrestlers are dating who and who's doing what in their personal life.
Sure.
Well, today, after a 6-year relationship, oh God, the Lord, Soraya and Ronnie Radke are no longer a couple.
Aw, do you know what happened?
I don't care.
Fair.
Like, again, I'm not trying to talk bad on somebody, but Soraya has the worst taste in men. This has been proven over and over and over and over and over.
I mean, did Ronnie Radke hit her?
I'm sure at some point.
Because wasn't
Alberto Del Rio was
very
abusive. Apparently she's not exactly a saint herself, if you will, Daddy.
I mean, I know she had some substance abuse issues when she was with fucking Alberto Del Rio.
Sanity's a little box.
I don't know what that means.
The world of madness is a lot bigger than the world of sane.
Fair.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
Charlie is love.
Oh, yeah. Who rolls the nickels?
We'll be serving up brain stew when I'm the cook, Jack. Yes, congratulations. Everybody's trying to slide into those DMs.
I mean, good for her. Hopefully she finds somebody better than that.
I agree. I hope she finds happiness. I wish happiness for everybody.
Sure.
Except for our orange overlord. Get fucking gonorrhea and fucking...
Video has been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines.
Syphilis.
Shit. Make sure you fucking cut that because, we don't need people looking for us.
It's not like... Yeah.
Don't cut it. I said it. Fuck it. I mean it.
I might cut this, but... You know what?
If you're literally putting it out there, like, I'm going to say this right now, and then I'm going to probably cut it, so why don't you just not say it? Trust me, we're going to talk about racists in a minute.
Yeah, we are. Oh, which one?
Tessa.
Oh, that one.
Who allegedly...
Yeah, allegedly.
So at TNA Genesis... Oof. They do not like her, and rightfully so.
Yeah. Fucking. I only saw one clip, I saw 2 clips. One from the match where the audience is chanting, "She's a racist."
Listen, there are a lot of outside factors in this match that the Jordynne Grace and Tessa Blanchard are well aware of,
which was priceless. And then a clip from after the show, I think, when Jordynne Grace was coming backstage. Like, this was her last match in TNA.
Correct. She did the job.
Yeah, she did the job. Clean, in the middle of the ring.
Looking at the lights.
The TNA roster all signed the back of a I believe they said it was a classic knockouts championship belt. Award, like, gave it to her, and she went in for like a hug, like, you know, and Tessa Blanchard was right there and kind of had her arms out, like, and Jordynne Grace just walked right past her, didn't even look at her.
Jordynne Grace has publicly stated how she feels about Tessa Blanchard, as have lots of people. Chelsea Green's fucking the top of that fucking hill talking about fucking go fuck Tessa Blanchard.
Man, I don't. It was a bad choice bringing her back without some sort of fucking trying to, like, clean her up.
It sucks to say this, and it's the truth, and it's an easy fucking analogy to make right now, but it is literally a Hulk Hogan fucking thing.
Sure.
You made comments you've never really made amends for, and again, how do you make amends? But at least showing in some capacity,
some sort of
that you have that. I don't think she's ever owned up to any the things that she said.
No.
So there's no regret ever been shown.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah. You know, if racism is going to exist in any fucking industry, doesn't matter what it is. What we do for work, what you do for work, what anybody does, people are fucking closeted racists. Mm-hmm. I wish they were fucking open, and, you know, that's probably going to happen a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, it's weird to me that this happened with her, and it's not that it's weird. This happened with Hogan. Why didn't this happen with Taker? Why did Taker not get, like, any sort of response like fucking Hogan?
Well, as far as I know, like, I'm not aware of Taker, like, saying anything.
Very fair.
Very fair. That wasn't, like, coded or anything like that. And I'm not even aware of anything that's like, oh, that, like, that's a dog whistle or anything, you know?
Fair enough. And again, this is a tangent I don't want to go on, and I kind of crossed streams in the sense of, I think the Hogan thing is statements that he made, but also a political thing.
Yeah.
Whereas Taker, I think, is a political thing. You know, Taker had Trump on his podcast. Taker is a big supporter of blue lines, for lack of a better way to put that. Just, you know, it's weird that in the climate of the world, or at least here in the United States that we are in right now, that wrestling fans who generally in the past, through history, and have always been looked down upon as being Southern rednecks, as being the lower echelon. Booker T, that one's for you. And just lately, we're showing that, like, it's being shown that people are fucking aware of what people are doing and what kind of garbage people are, the celebrities that they have, and people should be called out on their shit.
Yeah.
But it is interesting to me that wrestling right now is more politically correct in a fan base than anything else.
Mm-hmm. It is very interesting. Going back, we've talked about this on the show before, but I went back, started watching Raw from the beginning, and hearing some of the chants from the audience back in the 90s is fucking crazy.
No shit.
Like, wild, like, homophobic,
oh, absolutely,
racist, fucking crazy shit. And, like, there's, you know, racist and homophobic stuff going on the show,
sure,
like, written into it, but, like, it's not excusable, but I can understand a little bit of, like, the show having, like, oh, this bad guy's a racist, so he's gonna do racist things. But you know, it's like, it's not good, but I can understand it in context. In, like, having the audience, like, you know, yelling racist things at fucking performers is like,
I mean,
you didn't have to do that. Nobody's paying you to fucking do that.
We're not going to bring up Roddy Piper in his match against Bad News Brown.
I mean, I wasn't
where he was the hot Scott.
Man, I don't even remember any of the promos or anything like that. But
there's only one. That's it. That's all you got to know. He only did that once.
You're not aware of this. So, Roddy Piper was having a match against
Bad News Allen or Bad News Brown. I don't remember what they were calling him at that particular moment.
He was a black man, and I believe Piper's like reasoning for what he did was like race isn't an issue or whatever. So he painted himself half of his entire body black and the other half of his body white. And it's just like,
well, he didn't paint this side white. It was just no makeup. The first,
okay.
The one side was just straight, black,
just blackface.
As black as my jacket right now. From head to fucking toe, just a straight line down.
Oh man,
we'll watch it after this.
Like seeing that and experiencing the wrestling fan base nowadays, at least in public, racism seems to have been like stamped out as an acceptable form of expression in the wrestling space.
No, in general, I mean, we consider it's like there's things that obviously they did in the 80s, 90s, 2000s that they cannot do today, that they will not do today.
No.
And again, it is a different time, a different climate,
different man in charge,
same family. We're just going to leave it.
Same family. I mean,
I believe in trips, but let's just
I don't know.
Whatever's good for business, pal. And don't think Triple H is going to be any fucking different on that.
Well, no, yeah.
Half of the things we're talking about what could and could not happen today and has happened in the past, Triple H is probably like 30% fucking part of most of everything we're talking about.
Well, yeah. He was part and parcel.
What was that phrase you just used?
Part and parcel?
Okay. I heard it right. I'm unfamiliar with it. And it seems it's like something you have in your repertoire.
It means that something is always an essential part of something and is never missing from it.
But yeah.
Oh, also, this is the part where we say something about Piper Niven.
Oh.
I just throwing it out there.
Sure. Do you have anything to say about Piper Niven?
I think she's one of the most beautiful women.
Really? What would you do to her?
Video has been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines.
That was great. It was great.
We appreciate it. Everyone give it up for MyHOLE.
Yes.
Also, you know who we should be giving it up for? And a quick, speedy recovery? Allie Katch. Independent wrestler who I'm sure you are probably not all that familiar with. She was she's tag team partners with Effie in Bussy. That's what Bussy.
GCW?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I saw footage of...
She broke her leg.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't see the actual breaking, but I saw the medics helping her get onto a fucking...
Allie's really fucking good. I'm actually surprised that none of the majors have picked her up yet. Because she's definitely been on the scene for a good bunch of years now. Is fantastic in the ring. Like I said, her and Effie do lots of shit together. I'm like, everybody, hey, you guys should all sign Effie, but I know why you don't.
Why?
Because his whole thing is you don't know about Effie?
I mean, I might be...
Effie is gay, and Effie is very gay.
Okay, it's just super flamboyant.
Yeah. Well, it's more a matter of I don't think they could put him out there the way that he can be on the independents.
Okay.
I mean, to me, Sonny Kiss is more flamboyant than Effie is in any capacity, but
like. This is kind of like a Gold Dust type of a deal, like...
Not necessarily.
I mean,
Gold Dust is so over the top.
Well, yeah, but like what I mean is, like, does Effie...
Basically, Effie is known as the gay wrestler.
Sure, but like...
You couldn't really do that.
Does he use his sexuality as a weapon?
No, he does not.
Okay. then I don't have a problem.
Anyway, Alley Catch, we wish you a speedy recovery.
Yes.
Here from Getting Color Commentary. You can Danhausen, big supporter of hers. He's very nice, very evil.
Yes.
Apparently, she made fun of him when he broke his leg and had his leg injury. So he put up a tweet today, giving her some shit, but also telling there is a GoFundMe. I'm sure it's easy to find if anybody wants to go throw a couple bucks of the human money that way.
Yeah.
Help out Alley Catch.
Shut up and take my money.
She said should be like 6 months before she's walking without crutches, so she's fucking out. And for an independent wrestler who, again, does a lot of work for everybody, is going to be losing a lot of money. So fucking go to Pro Wrestling Tees, buy a shirt, go to the GoFundMe, donate to that. Help a sister out.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Hounds of Hell, Brody King. Brody King personally tried to put the trademark this week on the term Hounds of Hell for, I'm assuming, for a new faction.
Okay.
Basically, whatever House of Black now, no Malakai Black.
Yeah.
They gotta be doing something. Buddy Matthews is still there. I'm curious to know how he feels about a lot of this.
So, yeah, a lot of interesting stuff has been happening around this where multiple people, I believe Adam Copeland and
Get your boy Cope.
Will Ospreay also cutting promos either backstage or in the ring. Or like Will Ospreay had a match with Buddy Matthews and basically was like, hey, you don't need a leader, you know? Or like...
Who needs a leader when you got a mommy at home?
I mean, fair. But, like, he also offered, like, hey, you ever need somebody in your corner, I'm your guy. So that could be very interesting. It's something I kind of wanted to talk about of, like, if, like, okay, so Malakai Black, very reasonably gone.
Yeah, gone.
Who can fill that vacuum? Like, is it going to be like Buddy Matthews or Brody King taking that leadership position? Are they going to pull somebody else in to fill that leadership position? If they do that, who would you like to see?
Bray. I mean, Brody. I mean, Chris. I mean, realistically, I think that they should give it to Brody King. In AEW right now, okay, in your opinion, who's the big monster? Who's the big guy that can do stuff that they're using and pushing?
I mean, yeah, it's Brody King.
Other than that, there is nobody, and that's somebody they can do this with.
They're trying a little bit with Hobbs right now, but see where that goes, because I don't see him winning the fucking championship, and that's what he's trying to do.
Well, that ain't happening.
But yeah,
no, I think Brody King will probably form his own faction, probably turn on Buddy Matthews, but we'll see.
Do you think Julia Hart goes with him?
I would think so.
They seem like a team.
Well, she's definitely, down from day one-ish.
Yeah.
With the House of Black, so. Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, Christopher Daniels fucking retired.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes.
Retirements don't usually last very long.
That's true, too, but I mean, I don't think, and I'm pretty sure, he has not come out and made a statement at all saying, I am officially retired, I have done this, but all speculation, and this is rumors and news and things of that nature, is that he is done. After his hardcore match with Adam Page on AEW this past
Texas
week.
Death Match, which...
A lot of blood.
I'm losing blood at an alarming rate.
A lot of blood.
A lot of mercy.
They... Fucking Hangman Adam Page took a piece of barbed wire and, like... You ever used a wire to cut cheese? He's basically doing that.
All I'm going to say...
In Christopher Daniels' mouth with barbed wire.
There's proof here. I don't want to let you know what I've done with pieces of wire.
Sure.
Fair.
And I think that's probably one of the most
fancy
brutal
lad
things.
like you who cuts their cheese with fucking wire.
I mean,
I use a knife like a fucking person.
I use knife. We don't have wire cutting utensils.
You know what? You just made me decide on your wedding gift.
What?
I'm going to get you wires to cut your cheese.
That's lame as fuck. I got wire.
Right, but mine will be like the fan. You know, it'll have the handles and the thing.
I can make that. You see that? See that black and yellow tote underneath all those boxes?
I see that.
That thing
is full of wire.
Yeah, it's like 3 feet long. And it's full of wire.
Well, cool. You're still getting cheese cutting wire from me. Happy wedding. Do we want to talk about Corey Graves at all?
Yeah, sure. A little bit. Like, I do. So, what's happened?
How do you feel about the Corey Graves situation?
Well, so
I'm gonna have Corey Taylor chime in on this here shortly, but
I'm with Corey Graves on this. Like, I'm not like a fan of him, but I feel like he does a decent enough job. He does a good, color commentary, play-by-play guy. Like, he's good, and so anybody that doesn't know what's happening, he was basically removed from...
Actually, this is my whole segment. She's the one that's going to explain to us about the Corey Graves situation right now.
He was basically removed from main roster commentary, which he had been doing for many years now. Back and forth, SmackDown, Raw, blah, 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 blah. Supposedly, one of the excuses that was given to him was, you're basically not famous enough. Like, we have more famous people to do this job. So they supposedly moved him down to NXT.
Gee, who are they referencing?
Pat McAfee.
I was about to say, man, Corey Graves can't kick a football?
Apparently he put out some tweets that were frustrated with the situation, and he has not been seen on NXT since.
Until tonight.
Oh, was he there tonight?
He was there tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, they made a comment, which I think was kind of fucking rude. Homeboy, the new guy whose name, not Booker T, but the other guy they got now.
The guy that Booker T argues with all the time?
Apparently, hey, aren't you the guy from Raw?
Brutal.
Totally fucking brutal. Totes brutes.
That, man, see, like that's shitty.
It is what it is, man.
I mean, I get it from the guy who's like, oh, I work here down in NXT, and oh, it's shitty for you to come down here. This is where I fucking work. Like, I can see his perspective, but like at the same time, it's like, dude,
see, I don't think it's a matter of the NXT thing. I mean, you look at the reality of Corey Graves' wrestling career. Corey Graves was an NXT wrestler. Yeah. He had a career-ending injury.
It was a fucking concussion shit, yes. Right?
He is also, when that happened, they're like, hey, you can't wrestle anymore, but we see something in you. Let's get you to be a commentator.
Yeah, you got personality, you got charisma, you can fucking talk.
You got charisma. He's done a great job.
Yeah.
I can definitely say that Corey Graves in the beginning, again, he said a lot of things that made me cringe. But he has become fantastic.
He's good at his job.
If you look right now, I don't know. He would be your second longest tenured announcer in WWE, behind Michael Cole at this point. Obviously JR's in AEW, Jerry Lawler's not there, blah 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 blah. But yeah. Corey Graves is the second longest guy. You should be doing more with him.
Yeah, like
as far as he should be getting more respect than I guess that he is.
Yeah.
Now I also understand that the wrestling business is a business. Business is business.
Yeah, of course.
Hey man, take what comes.
Yeah.
Take what happens. Be thankful that they're not getting rid of you, which I'm sure he is. But it's part of the game. They did that shit to JR. They did that shit to other announcers all the time. Just realize that this is how it's gonna fucking be.
Yeah.
And accept it and wait and see what happens. Hey, Research Pete, here's your first question for the night, because we have just been talking and not. Can you find out when Corey Graves' contract with WWE is up? I'm curious to know that myself now, just with everything that's going on. So,
best of luck to him. Yeah, what we got?
Shucky ducky quack quack.
I fucking hate, man.
That's it for news.
Booker T says some stupid shit.
Who did he just fucking wrestle this week?
Did he wasn't he supposed to wrestle Zilla?
That's exactly what it was. There it was. It was him and Zilla. He was wearing his GI Bro fucking camouflage gear.
Oh.
Is that his wrestling organization, Game Changer? No, not.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah. What is it?
Reality of Wrestling.
Yeah, Reality of Wrestling.
Took me a second to think what his organization was.
But yeah.
My Hole. Do you have anything for news this week? Bailey back on Raw exclusively.
Yes.
Yay! Yeah. I love Bailey.
She seems to be having a program going with Roxanne Perez.
You don't see Bailey bitching about going down to NXT now, do you?
No.
Just saying.
Also, Roxanne Perez has been coming up. So that's
get the
cool.
Party started.
That's cool.
Pete's notes?
Yeah, let's do some Pete's notes.
I have to pull them up.
You should be doing a little theme song right about now.
I guess I probably should have done my
Pete's notes.
research.
Pete's notes time.
Pete's notes time.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, wait, wrong thing. Sorry, I was looking at our personal messages. The notes are in my email. All right. JoJo Offerman, Mrs. Bray Wyatt.
What did we ask about her?
Well, one of you fools asked, is JoJo Offerman related to Nick Offerman?
Oh, yeah, no, that was me. That was me.
Yes, it was a dumb question.
Why? Is it any dumber than any of the other questions that we've asked?
Maybe.
I doubt it.
No relation.
No relation.
Joanne Alexi Offerman, a.k.a. JoJo Offerman, is not related to Nick Offerman. JoJo did not try out for Tough Enough, but she was on the first season of Total Divas in 2013. She is the daughter of a former member of the LA Dodgers, player Jose Offerman. Pete, your wording's not good on that. She made her main roster debut on the June 26, 2013 episode of Main Event, singing the theme song for Tons of Funk. You familiar with Tons of Funk?
That the Funkasaurus guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Funk is on a roll.
Yeah.
The same music they used for Ernest the Cat Miller. But who was the Funk? It was Brodus Clay.
Okay, yeah.
And?
Oh, there's a tag? I don't know. I have no idea.
It's all right, don't worry about it. It was Albert.
Oh, it's
Lord Tensai, whatever.
Yeah.
A-Train.
The Prince himself. Man, every time they give somebody a dancing gimmick, it's no good.
What's your favorite dancing gimmick?
My favorite dancing gimmick. I mean, the only one that I can think of that got over.
Okay.
Was fucking Too Cool, and Rikishi.
Okay. It would have taken me a minute to actually kind of come to that because
Dick Dance.
Oh, well, I mean Dick Dance.
Okay.
Yeah. Daniel Garcia.
Ain't fair. I mean, you could think about Fandango.
See, I wasn't watching at that point. I've heard things about.
I mean,
Fandango,
also honestly, Disco Inferno.
Sure. I was never a fan. Who was that German guy? The German new wave guy who danced ridiculously?
Das Wunderkind.
Yes.
Alex Wright.
Yes. that guy, he was funny.
I guess we gave a shout out to Father Boutwell.
Yes.
And Pete would just I would like to join in on the shout out to Father Boutwell.
Well, you're always welcome, Pete. You can join in on any shout out that we give.
Absolutely. Shout out to Research Pete.
Shout out to Research Pete.
Derrick, how do you feel? What's the word?
Oh.
In modernity?
Yes.
Yay. Context regarding the Prestige show. Lloyd, how was the overall vibe there?
Lloyd didn't go.
Hold on.
Okay.
Derrick, at indie shows, there's always that super weird guy in the crowd? Yes, one of those guys was in the front row at a Wrestling Revolver show in Des Moines, Iowa, harassing a kid. We got his ass kicked out live on pay-per-view. Good job, Pete. Getting rid of the derelicts.
Hell yeah.
What is AEW's rating now that they are on HBO Max? AEW was rated TV-14 when they were on the Turner Network, and they remain the same on Max. Okay.
No? Man, it's okay for 14-year-olds to watch people try to decapitate other people with barbed wire?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is America. This is Trump's America, goddammit. Sex and violence for all.
There's no sex.
Not yet. Context. Popeye becoming public domain and Mad Dog Matt Cross being on the live Art of Wrestling podcast at the Fest.
Okay.
Pete has to me out.
Oh, no.
No. I did make a mistake, and I know what I did, and I see it now. I'm sorry, honey. I was probably a little drunk. Lloyd, I'm sorry. I love you. Much in the... Picture of Shawn Michaels saying that to Ric Flair. I don't... There's commas there in the context of...
He's about to kick your fucking head off.
He's about to fucking sweet chin music me. Matt Cross's alter ego was not Double Meat Popeye Doyle. It was Double Meat Popeye Mulligan, which he is correct. Popeye Doyle is a completely different thing. Pete, I apologize for my fuck up on that. That is definitely... You are 100% right.
For shame.
It was even one of our trivia questions at the Hawthorne Theater before a Defy show. Yes, when I used to, my old podcast, when we used to do things like that. I know he did portray that gimmick at one show, but I was unable to find details. I believe it was in England. It was definitely in Europe somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. It was definitely overseas. I remember that much about it. Context. Who was on that podcast? That particular podcast that we saw, which was The Art of Wrestling, Colt Cabana. It was Chris Gethard from The Chris Gethard Show. I'm not sure. Comedian.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Close personal friend. I guess we're acquaintances at this point. We're close personal friends. I have pictures. Vacation Jason, also from the Chris Gethard Show. Matt Cross, Mad Dog Matt Cross, perhaps your close personal friend also. Eric Cannon, another close personal friend. He runs oh my god, my brain. He runs One Wrestling out of Minneapolis.
Okay.
Or first wrestling for fuck. Hey Pete, what's Eric Cannon's fucking wrestling thing? It's First Wrestling, or I'm pretty sure that's it. 'Cause they do everything out of 2nd Avenue, 7th Street entry, fucking where Prince did all this shit. Never mind, I'm not gonna talk about that. And Chuck Taylor, the Kentucky Gentleman, also my close personal friend, Chucky T.
Like the shoe?
No, Chuck Taylor from Best Friends. Trent Beretta, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta, Chris Statlander.
Okay.
And Colt Cabana was there too. Bucky's Fact of the Week.
True or false? Milk, lemonade. Around the corner, fudge is made.
Yes, that would be true.
Their fudge is made in-house daily.
Oh.
They have around a dozen flavors, ranging from pecan. Is it pecan or pecan? How do you say it?
I say pecan.
MYHOLE.
Pecan.
Okay. Pecan to birthday cake.
Ooh.
And again, one day when you discover the magic of Buc-ee's, I'm wearing a Buc-ee's shirt right now.
You are.
I had to think about that for a second. It's so glorious. The wall of jerky, the brisket sandwiches, the fudge.
One day I might go to a Buc-ee's.
Hopefully. I can't wait to go to a Buc-ee's again.
I also want to go to... There are a bunch of, regional places that I want to go. There's that Canadian coffee place. What is that?
Tim Hortons?
Yeah, Tim Hortons.
You never had Timbits?
No.
So delicious.
Did Tim Hortons come down into the States?
I think there's 3. Hey, Pete, how many Tim Hortons are there in the States?
And where are they located?
I think there's one in probably in Buffalo or somewhere up in Niagara Falls would probably make a lot of sense.
Okay.
I think there's one in I think it's like Nando's. Fucking.
Yeah, I want
Nando's so
that's
bad.
the other place I want to go.
I
want to go and get a cheeky Nando's.
I just want I just want real peri peri from Nando's.
Fair.
You can buy it at the store. I get it. It's delicious, but
I'm sure it's better straight from the source.
Yes, it's what we need to do? We need a trip to Chicago and go to the Malort factory.
I mean, on one of these episodes, you did say that next year we are going, definitively going
to Chicago,
to Japan.
Oh, I was talking about someone that was fucking. Let's figure it out.
That would be fun.
That's January, so we got a year to plan. Because we have to be there in January.
Yeah, for
Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, that would be fun.
How do I get weed in Japan?
Find a guy missing a pinky.
Actually, on a very real, no. I would, in a weird turn of events, that would be a week of me not smoking weed. I ain't fucking around in Japan.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I have people that could hook me up with people.
Sure.
But they don't take kindly to people who don't take kindly, if you know what I'm saying. I'd like to come home.
Fair.
Anything else you want to talk about? We're gonna do predictions for Saturday night's main event.
I don't know. So on Raw, they I really liked what they did with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Okay, how great was fucking Kevin Owens' shirt? And I don't know. I don't know if you got the reference or not.
I don't remember his shirt, but he was wearing a Bret Hart jacket, which I felt was...
You see the Canadian Dream, son of a security technician?
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I saw that. That was good. But yeah, no, like having the Bret Hart jacket felt slightly antagonistic toward fucking Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Who's going to be
the special guest?
Like the special guest enforcer of politeness during their like contract signing that's going to happen.
Kevin Owens is Canadian. You don't get more polite than the Canadians. This is a proven fucking fact. You can ask Tim Horton.
I've heard about some Canadians that have done some pretty awful things.
Notorious BC serial killer Robert Pickton has been the victim of a brutal attack in prison. Pickton was attacked on Sunday in Quebec's maximum security Port Cartier institution. The Vancouver Sun is reporting he was speared in the head with a broken handle, possibly from a broom.
Oh, dude, who was totally off subject? And I just found out about this guy this week, and I think he this dude that was like a vigilante that looked up fucking people on the sex offenders list and just went around and fucking killed them.
I'm aware of a guy who did that in prison.
No, there's a dude, again, like I've seen it pop up a couple times this week, in stuff, and I thought you would be all over it. It's the kind of thing that's up your alley.
Sure.
Not your alley catch.
I've been a little off my game with true crime lately, concentrating on all this wrestling.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. It's like something the Avenger. It's something like a double A name, not Arn Anderson. Because Arn Anderson don't fuck around.
I mean, yeah.
That's the difference between him and Cody Rhodes. Somebody pulls him over, fucking tries to rip him out of his car, take the keys. Cody's going to give it to him. Arn, he puts the Glock at his head and he squeezes the trigger. Yes. I mean, these are his own words. That's what he does. I mean, God, I wish I would have bought one of those fucking Glock Anderson.
If my arm was atrophied, I'd carry a gun too.
Damn. Why you got to bring up a man's deformity?
It's not a deformity. It's a disability.
Column A, column B.
And
I mean, at this point, when it just stays like this, I mean, that's deformed.
Sure.
Speaking of deformed, thank you, my lord. Get your pull. I wasn't going to pour you one. You literally did the finger tap on the glass, and I was like, well, all right.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're numb to it.
Oh, yeah. So I liked what they were doing with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Like, this is the first time they've been together in the ring since Sami Zayn got back together with Roman Reigns. And Sami was expecting...
Sorry, for some reason I thought, did East Fork start making fucking actual HC instead of CBD?
Sami was expecting Kevin Owens to attack him or, be like, oh, we're not friends anymore, blah, blah, blah. Because you got back together with Roman Reigns.
But Sami Zayn is Canadian. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Sure. But basically, Kevin Owens gaslit the fuck out of Sami Zayn in explaining why he's not mad at Sami Zayn and being completely supportive of Sami Zayn's want to win the Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania and win the world title. And basically...
That's not going to happen.
It ain't going to happen. But I could see Sami Zayn... somehow Sami Zayn goes to WrestleMania. Kevin Owens beats Cody Rhodes. takes that fucking title from him, and then Sami Zayn challenges him at WrestleMania for the title. That would be awesome. Cody don't need that fucking title. His run has been pretty boring, and he can go to WrestleMania and be a big deal without the belt.
So, as a mark, do you believe the shit that comes out of your mouth?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
fair. Just want to make sure. Because none of these things that you just said are happening.
Well, yeah, it's not happening, but it could.
It would work. If you had the pencil, it might happen.
Yeah.
But none of those things are happening. Kevin Owens is not defeating Cody Rhodes for the belt. I would love to see that.
It would be fucking awesome.
Everything other than the fact that Cody Rhodes' fucking title reign has been lackluster. I don't know if that was the word you used or not.
I mean, basically.
But yes, fucking that's. Yeah. But he's the face of that company right now.
Yeah.
You know, John Cena's on his retirement tour.
Yeah.
When's he going to start having matches on this retirement
Exactly.
tour?
Like, I thought the last time we saw him, he talked about how he hasn't won a match in so many thousands of days. And he's got, basically, he needs to start winning matches to, build up the momentum to be able to even attempt a fucking title run.
Well, the problem there is, does he need momentum? He's John Cena.
Well, yeah, but he hasn't won a match in over 2,000 days.
But also, who cares? At this point,
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
You care about John Cena.
I care about winning and losing. It matters.
That's what AEW says too.
I mean,
words that don't mean anything.
They say they care, but it doesn't make sense when somebody's lost, and then they're just on top, and then they're fucking untouchable. And it's what? It doesn't make any sense. Make it make some sense. It doesn't have to make perfect sense. It's fucking wrestling. It can be silly and ridiculous and all sorts of fucking bullshit. But, there needs to be some sort of, for the past, fucking, what? Probably 6 years?
Research Pete, can we get John Cena's
singles matches win-loss record for the past 2 years? All right. But yeah, if he hasn't won a match in that long, he's got some fucking ring rust building up. And he needs to shake that shit off for it to make sense for him to get back into a world title picture.
All right. I understand what you're saying, but no, it's John Cena. They're just it's
lazy booking.
Blame Trips then. Speaking of lazy booking, we got a Saturday night's main event coming up.
There's been a lot of that.
I'm happy for it. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun.
It's just these are the most predictable matches that we're about to give predictions. I refuse to believe that anything that we're about to say is not going to be right. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're going to differ on.
I mean, I'm going to say some shit.
Well, then let's go ahead and start right off the bat.
All right. So, first match on the card, at least from what we're looking at, we've got a match between the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther defending against Gunther.
Walter
Stark.
Gunther.
Defending his title against main event Jey Uso.
Yeet.
I this match has had the most build out of any of the matches that are happening on this card. It's been decent. Jey has cut some pretty good promos. I don't think he's going to win. I would love it if he did, but I don't think he's going to win.
So here's how I feel about this. And up until a minute ago, I was like, I'm gonna pull something. Jey Uso's winning the match
by disqualification.
He's not walking out with the belt.
They're gonna dusty him.
So I think it's gonna happen. That way, Jey looks like, oh, I got to win over the champ. But no, they are not taking that belt off of Gunther until
WrestleMania at least. Yeah, you should write these down.
Don't need to. These ones. Oh, trust me, we're gonna There's 4 matches.
Fair.
I can tell you right now who I pick in every one of these.
All right, and so we got Derrick's predictions.
Oh.
Derrick's going with Jay.
Well, Derrick, can you tell us why you're going with Jay tonight?
Yeet!
There we go.
Next up, we've got the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker.
Not Chelsea Green?
Not that Intercontinental Champion. Or no, Chelsea Green is the U.S. Champion.
You are correct. I apologize for that.
Braun Breaker defending against the Great White Light, Sheamus.
Burger after burger.
He's burned that off.
I know. I still like to just use that one.
Sure.
I mean, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Steiner's kid.
I don't see Sheamus beating Braun Breaker. Yeah. He's not getting that until somebody less definitive badass.
Yeah, it'll be Penta.
Penta? You think Penta's gonna take the belt from Braun Breaker?
You know what? I'm gonna call that.
Sure. All right. I like it. I feel like that could be a really fun match.
If Penta beats Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship, I'll eat a plate of nachos.
Fair.
Wow. I can almost see the racist fucking connotation of that. Which I didn't mean.
Sure.
Everyone loves nachos.
Everybody loves nachos. So yeah. Derrick is also going with Braun Breaker. You got anything to say about that? Yeet again. All right. Next up, we've got a match that literally just came together last week. Braun Strowman.
I'm only doing this once.
Braun Strowman going up against Jacob Fatu.
The Samoan werewolf.
Yep.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm taking Fatu as well.
Oh, I just wanted to make a werewolf note.
Oh, sure. What's your favorite werewolf movie?
That's a good question. I would definitely say I'm a big fan of Silver Bullet, which I don't know if you're familiar with. It's based off the Stephen King fucking short story Cycle of the Werewolf.
Yeah.
Teen Wolf would definitely be up there. I mean, that is a werewolf movie.
Sure.
You know what's weird? Is somehow I was thinking earlier about how we need to get a Teen Wolf fucking reference into the show so we can put it in the thumbnail. So, Teen Wolf, Scott Howard, Michael J. Fox, perhaps you've heard of him?
Yeah.
He's a shaker and a mover. Too soon?
I'm taking Fatu.
Yes.
And Derrick also taking Jacob Fatu. Next up, we've got...
Also, hold on, because I'm trying to do... MyHOLE, do you have a favorite werewolf movie? Twilight.
No.
Oh.
She's not a big fantasy monster person.
Did you just call her a fantasy monster? She's not a big fantasy monster. She's just a little fantasy monster. I got it. Understood.
But yeah, so next up, we've got the Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley, defending against Nia Jax for...
Is the belt even on the line? I'm not sure.
Maybe. I heard that there was like a little thing that said that the belt was on the line, but I don't know. Like, the only reason that this fucking match is even happening is because Nia Jax attacked Rhea Ripley. Like, it's lazy.
Gotta stay relevant somehow.
Lazy fucking booking. Why isn't she attacking Tiffany? Like,
good question.
Like,
why do they move fucking Bayley to Raw?
I mean, she lost definitively on SmackDown to Tiffany Stratton.
Wow.
And she did.
Wow.
And also Tanaya.
You know,
and Tanaya on her debut.
You know, both
of
you can fuck right now, okay?
If you can't handle the truth.
I can handle the truth. Little Jimmy hangs out with me all the time.
Sure.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, of course, Rhea Ripley. That'd be insane.
Well, and then
Derrick also chose Rhea Ripley. And then for the end of the show, who knows when this is happening? This probably happened in the middle of the show. But it'll be Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens signing their Royal Rumble contract with Shawn Michaels there to make sure everything goes smoothly. Yeah. This is going to be
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah?
No.
I mean, I could see Shawn Michaels laying them both out.
Oh, no, I was just like, Shawn Michaels.
Super kick for the both of them.
If he could look him directly in the eyes while he does it, then I'd be impressed.
Yeah.
Damn. That was mean even for me. He's got a lazy eye, people. Come on, don't act like you don't fucking see it.
Not that mean.
He makes fun of it himself.
I'm sure he does.
Sure.
Yeah. You got anything else?
That's a show. I mean, let's see. We're over the time.
Yeah.
We talked about lots of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Haven't we mentioned? We haven't mentioned Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys.
No.
We mentioned Ty Ciampa.
No. Ty Ciampa. Thank you very much.
Liquid Death. We're still waiting.
Yes.
We've definitely mentioned more enough.
Yes.
Shit. If I'm doing this, Stern Pinball. If you want to send me one of those new Dungeons and Dragons fucking games, that'd be super. Have I told you about this yet?
No.
So Dungeons and Dragons pinball went out. Apparently, they have some sort of thing where every Sunday it resets, and they give you like a new like mission dungeon thing.
And that's kind of cool.
I agree. I thought that was kind of nice.
That's pretty cool.
So that'll be fun when it gets there. My place, you know where I hang out and play pinball. They're getting one. I think they're getting a couple, but only one will be there.
Yeah.
You know what? They sponsor me. Fuck it. Thank you, Quarter World.
Quarter World.
We want to thank. Did you guys enjoy the holiday party last night?
It was all right. No, I'm not a party person.
That's true. I mean, you like to party, but you're not a party person.
No.
They call him Party Aaron.
Yes.
Well, behind your back we do.
I'm sure.
BT, tell them where they can find us. Oh, wait, are we missing Copper Hammer?
Oh, yes, Copper Hammer.
Jägermeister?
Jägermeister.
People we want to send us stuff?
Yeah. Rottering pens.
Yes.
Yes.
We'd like to thank... no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
That's all, folks.